You know I'm always hunting for new offline games to play, and this time I've found 15 that I think are totally worth your time. These games will keep you entertained even without internet. Stick around because some of these are real hidden gems. Okay, let's get started. Number 15. Unbroken Survival puts you in the driver's seat of a motorcycle, exploring a post-apocalyptic open world while following a story-driven path. The concept feels promising, and I enjoyed cruising through the environment, scavenging and surviving. It really reminded me of Days Gone in how it combines exploration with survival elements. That said, the game clearly needs more polish. There are bugs and glitches that can break immersion. Despite that, the core gameplay is solid, and for fans of open-world survival games on mobile, it's definitely worth giving a shot. Number 14. Drive Simulator lets you hop into a variety of vehicles and tackle all kinds of missions. From driving forklift to carry planes, each task feels different and keeps you engaged. The controls can be a bit glitchy at times, and the graphics aren't the most modern, but there's a charm in the variety of vehicles and challenges. Overall, it's a decent simulator game for mobile, especially if you enjoy experimenting with different types of vehicles. Number 13. Dr. Slender Remastered puts you in a creepy, haunted prison where your goal is to collect objects and find a way to escape. The tension builds as monsters roam around, trying to hunt you, and of course, Slender Man lurks in the shadows. I really like the graphics and the overall atmosphere, but the monsters can feel a bit predictable at times, which takes away some of the scares. Still, the core experience is solid, especially for an offline horror game you can play anywhere. Number 12. Samurai 2 Vengeance takes me straight back to my old mobile gaming days. I played it years ago, and jumping back in now, it still delivers that satisfying, brutal combat that made it stand out. Of course, it shows its age in some places. The graphics aren't modern, and the maps can feel a bit repetitive after a while. But honestly, the core gameplay still holds up. It's perfect if you just want a solid offline samurai experience without needing internet or flashy graphics. Number 11. Terra Nil is a relaxing strategy game where your goal is to renaturalize barren planets. You start with empty landscapes and slowly bring them back to life, placing structures and planning your moves carefully. I really enjoyed how the game balances challenge and relaxation. It's not just a build-and-watch game, every placement matters, and you need to think about how each action impacts the environment. If you like strategy, world building, or just want a peaceful game to focus your mind, Terra Nil is definitely worth trying. Number 10. Racing League is a brand new racing game that feels refreshingly simple and fun. The low poly graphics give it a clean look, and the best part is that it runs super smoothly even on low-end devices. The gameplay leans more toward arcade racing than simulation, so every match is quick, intense, and packed with action. What I really like is that all the cars and maps are already unlocked. You can just jump in and race right away. It's fast, lightweight, and genuinely fun. If you're looking for a casual racing game that feels great to play without any hassle, Racing League is a solid pick. Number 9. In this game, you take control of jets, helicopters, and ships in missions inspired by real-life naval operations. It's not a casual game at all. Everything feels realistic, from takeoff to landing to navigation. The first time I played, I honestly struggled with the controls because everything is manual, but that's also what makes it so satisfying once you get the hang of it. You start to appreciate the attention to detail and how authentic the physics feel. It's definitely not for everyone, but if you enjoy realistic military sims and want something that actually challenges your piloting skills, this one's worth diving into. Number 8. At first glance, Nostalgia Open Village looks a bit outdated, but after spending some time in it, I realized it's actually a fun and relaxing little life sim. You explore a small open world, take on tasks for villagers, and even drive different vehicles around town. It's got that cozy, small community vibe. I enjoyed wandering around, discovering small details, and seeing how the world reacts as you complete missions. If you like calm, story-driven games with a bit of freedom, this one is definitely worth checking out. Number 7. I'm usually not a big fan of stationary shooting games, but Zombie Hunter 2 manages to keep things interesting with its mission variety and weapon upgrades. You're constantly unlocking new guns, taking down bigger enemies, and moving through well-designed environments. What really caught my attention is the cinematic storytelling. It's rare for these types of stand-and-shoot games to even try that, and here it adds a bit more weight to the action. Even if this genre isn't normally your thing, it's worth giving a try. Number 6. This one instantly caught my eye with its visuals. The lighting, reflections, and car details looks great. The game gives you a few different modes: free roam, endless driving, and multiplayer. But my personal favorite is endless driving. It totally reminds me of those no-hezzy servers in Assetto Corsa. There's also a decent amount of car customization, from paint jobs to body kits. Of course, it's not perfect. The crash physics don't really exist yet. Some bugs pop up here and there, and the map selection is small for now. But even with those issues, it's still a fun and relaxing driving game. Number 5. Oniro is a fresh action RPG that really captures the feel of classic hack-and-slash games. From the moment I start playing, it reminds me a lot of Path of Exile. What I really like is how true it feels to the RPG genre. You can grind, level up your character, and experiment with different builds. My only minor gripe is that it could use a bit more variety in environments and enemy types as you progress. But overall, if you enjoy action RPGs and hack-and-slash gameplay, Oniro is absolutely worth picking up. Number 4. When I first saw the trailer for Matchcreek Motors, I honestly thought it was one of those fake mobile ads that show ultra-realistic graphics. But no, it's real. And it looks insane. The car models are beautifully detailed. The reflections and paint textures make everything pop. And the whole process of restoring old, beaten-up cars into shiny collectibles feels incredibly satisfying. What really surprised me is how the game ties everything together. To earn credits and buy new parts, you play a mini-game that's basically like Candy Crush. Normally, I'm not into those types of puzzles, but here it actually fits well. Right now, I'm completely hooked. It's rare to see a mobile game blend simulation, customization, and casual gameplay this well. If you love cars, this is a must-try. Number 3. Dead Strike is probably the closest thing we have to Call of Duty Zombies on mobile. It's a hidden gem that not many people talk about, but once you play it, you'll see how much effort went into it. The gunplay feels sharp, the graphics look good, and the fact that it works offline makes it an instant win for me. There's also a multiplayer mode, which is great if you want to team up with friends and survive together, but it's not perfect. Some of the maps feel a bit too simple and small, and I wish there was more variety in locations, but overall, it nails that classic zombie survival feel. If you're looking for an action-packed shooter that captures the spirit of Call of Duty Zombies, Dead Strike is absolutely worth checking out. Number 2. This year has been amazing for Hitman fans on mobile. We got Blood Money, World of Assassination, and now Hitman Absolution. I usually don't play stealth games that much, but Hitman has a special charm that keeps me hooked. I originally played Absolution on PC years ago, so seeing it run smoothly on a phone still feels surreal. The visuals hold up really well, and the controls have been adapted nicely for touchscreens. The only real downside right now is that not every device is supported, which is a bit disappointing. But once they expand compatibility, I think this could become one of the best premium stealth games available on mobile. Number 1. This game came out of nowhere, and as a longtime WWE fan, I was excited the moment I saw it. I grew up watching legends like Rey Mysterio and The Undertaker, so finally being able to play as them on my phone feels surreal. The graphics look sharp for a mobile wrestling game, and the animations really capture that WWE energy. The controls take a bit of time to get used to, especially if you're new to wrestling games. The best part is that it's fully playable offline. You only need a Netflix account to download and play it. If you're even slightly into WWE, this one's a must-try.